Assalamualaikum to Madam Masnira. Today is the presentation our event based on report. This is my team member, which is Awani binti Ahmad, Eliana binti Ismail, Norisa Zahira binti Muhammad Sabri, and me Siti Aisyah binti Aziz. Lastly, Nur Natasha Shafika binti Salam. We are from ABC 37. So I'm starting what the purpose of this presentation is for to showcase event with title Gorgeous Hijab Tutorial. And this official poster from us. So let's continue with my presentation, which is summarize the project process. The first one is this live event was organized by our group of 5 persons. Our program was titled Gorgeous Hijab Tutorial, which was relevant to our subject of study. On the day of the event, which was on Monday, October 17, 2022, with around 9 a.m., one of our group members who was assigned a role, Siti Aisyah binti Aziz, distributed the poster and news about our event, as well as the Google form registration to fill out and come in for KPTM Bangi for our attendance. So any news was communicated in our ABC 37 class group. So at 9 a.m., our entire team attended the event and began preparing for our offline event. We waited around 5 to 10 minutes for all attendants to join the event in the lobby of KPTM Bangi. And by 9:15, everyone had arrived. So we began the event with an ad by hijab instruction in order to increase brand familiarity. Nur Natasha, a team member, also our speaker, begin with a welcoming speech. So in the next slide, she also told our attendants to use the QR code, scan the QR code, and present it on the table for a cafe for those who had not already registered. After that, she provided an introduction to our program, our event title, which was Gorgeous Hijab Tutorial. Then she began the introduction and warmly welcoming our participants. So other than that, we start to give goodies back to all participants who joined this event. And then she began the presentation by introducing himself and displaying 10 tutorial hijab style. The participant may then try on the shawl with their friends, and then the event was a success since she shared his advice. And after that, we start with activity pop quiz. Then announce the winner first, second, and third. Lastly, we close the event with take a picture with all participants. That's all for me. The next presenter was Norisa.
Okay, next slide is regarding why I choose to conduct the event. So the first point why we're choosing to conduct this event is to help introduce our business, which is Shasha Salam Scarf, to other people. So first of all, Shasha Salam Scarf is a business that sells hijab in different styles such as square scarf and also shawl. They also have different materials that customers can choose from, such as cotton, chiffon, and also satin. The next one is to attract more people to try on wearing a hijab. This is especially for those who are not wearing any hijab. They can actually learn on how to wear the hijab in the easiest way or the modest way. The third one is to encourage students, especially Muslim, to wear hijab. This is especially for KPTM students, which is we want to help to instill in their mind that wearing a hijab is not a difficult thing to do, and there is a various ways to enjoy wearing a hijab. Besides, they can also practice on following the college dress code for Muslim female students. And the last one is to foster a competitive spirit in each student. This is because of we do provide prizes and also goodies bag for the winners and also participants of our event. It will eventually help them, the participant, to be more energetic to compete with others during our pop quiz and also activities. Next slide is regarding what are the objective of the event. So what is the objective of our event is to let participants gain new knowledge about hijab, and also to attract them to try on various type of hijab tutorial that we have choose from, which are in trend right now, and also styles that still cover up what should be covered for hijabis. Next slide is our hope regarding what will the participant gains in this event. Next slide, the first one is for female participants. We want to let them gain more knowledge regarding new hijab styles. For example, if they want to style their hijab using a turban style, they need to use a cotton hijab, which is a hijab that is in a cotton material, because cotton material will not easily move and slides when they put it on their head. The second one is to give new experience for those who are not wearing the hijab. They will get to learn on how to properly wear a hijab, and instead they can also use accessories on their hijab to look more stylish and also outstanding. For instance, they can pair a hijab with earrings to look more feminine and stylish. Nowadays, there is no such thing as accessories are meant to be for accessories like earrings and also necklaces are meant to be wear only for female who are not wearing any hijab on. The third one is to help them boost their confidence level. If they feel like they are not pretty enough wearing a hijab, it could possibly be because of that certain hijab style and color is not suitable for their face figure and also their skin color. By doing this event, they can help increase their confidence level by knowing which color and also styles that suits them perfectly. The second one is for male participants. The first point is to give them more knowledge about hijab, where they will get to know everything about hijab, how many types of hijab, what are the material, and also what is the mostly used type of hijab. The second one is they will get to know which type of hijab and what material is suitable to give as a present to their loved one, such as their mother, their family members, and also friends. Always be aware in our mind that buying a hijab is not only meant and limited to females only, but it can also be bought by a male. And the last one is to increase their level of creativity. A hijab is not only meant for covering females' hair, but it can also be used as clothes, cardigans, accessories, and also table covers if it fits. That's all from me. Next presenter. Thank you.
Everyone, I am from section 37. My name is Nona Natasha Shafika binti Salam. I am presenting on the issues with an outcome of our event. We have to overcome a number of obstacles before we can host our event, the gorgeous hijab tutorial. Spending too much money is one of the problems we have. This happens when we don't prepare a list of the supplies that must be purchased to make the event's goodies. Additionally, we have no prior experience budgeting for events. We go above the budget amount of the money spent. The second problem we have is that we don't do the initial planning. This is due to the misconception that organizing in an event merely requires creating a list of activities to ensure that everything goes smoothly. We cannot complete the event planning process in 2 or 3 days. Planning a good event takes time. By gathering all purchase receipts and evenly allocating all expenses, we are able to eliminate the problem of overspending. Every participant who helps make this event a success must pay using the QR code that has been created by the participant who has already made the advance payment. In order to run the event and buy things at a discount, we also selected a site that did not need us to pay rent. Next, we use a straightforward activity with the intention of drawing attention to the event. We've organized as a strategy to get around the problem of not completing any preliminary preparation. For instance, we arrive yearly before the event to festively decorate the location and set up amenities like chairs so that attendees feel more at ease after our event. In addition, we engage the audience in a question and answer session. The next slide is about the interesting topics. The students' attempts to wear hijabs throughout our event in imitation of the lesson offered by our group's member was the most interesting portion. Throughout the event, many types can be viewed. The event gained interest as a result of our requirement that the participants adhere to the provided tutorial. The person who successfully styles the headscarf in accordance with the tutorial will be awarded by the prepaid prize. That's all from me. Thank you.
So hello everyone. What we learned from these events is that my group experience began with us wanting to hold this event to attract people to buy and support the product that we produce. So choosing title for an event is a quite difficult task because it must entice, it must attract people to learn more about the event. So after our group have decided on a suitable title, the process of organizing this event begins by deciding on a theme, activity, and locations for the event. So we as a group confident that this event will be effectively because it offers numerous benefits for those who wish to participate. So during this event, everything was so smooth and went as planned. But there's certain problems that make it hard for us to attract people to come and join because our event is specifically for women. But luckily, after we wait for 20 minutes, some girls came and joined us. Our lessons after this event is always to be patient in doing something serious so we can get our hard work paid off. So remember, hard work always pay off. So honestly, this is a great experience for us and we're grateful because the event ran smoothly. Although there's a problems with the Google form QR code that we have print out for the participants where cannot scan the QR code on their mobile phones. So instead of just waiting, we solve the problem by lending my phone for them to fill in the form. So certain things are difficult to grasp until we actually go through them. One example is business network. It is difficult to understand business, but education and reading about it expand our knowledge, and we realize we will never learn unless we do it ourselves. Through this course, through this event, through everything that we done, we gain invaluable experience in event planning and knowledge. So having said that, we seem to follow a pattern when we using those tools, those equipments. We are naturally drawn to practical of experience. So in order to become more experience, we need to strengthen our connections to what we are learning. So for us, we must first learn from experience. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Alright, so this is our promotional poster for our event, which is we put all the important information about our event. We edit it at Canva apps, and this one is Instagram posting, which is we know As we know, Instagram is a platform that everyone loves to use, especially for girls out there. Also, our targeted participant is for girls. So Instagram are much easier because they can just click share button of the story and send to their girl's friend for joining us. Alright, next this is WhatsApp posting. WhatsApp is an application that much easier for people on communicate on their daily basis. So it can make people alert, and they also can start our message to remember our date. So this way can adding our participation in an easy way.